We are here today at Arte Residences Presentation Center with Kash Pashootan, CEO of EMBLEM Development Team. Kash, thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, Bridget.
Excited to be here. So we've seen that EMBLEM Developments has been very busy for the past 2 years. We've been working together for One Jarvis, Art Condos, which is down the street, and now we're here for Arte Residences. We've had the pleasure of having dinner with you a couple of nights ago, and something that stood out for me is your obsession with designing exceptional spaces.
Yes.
Even the colors, you talk about the different colors of whites, how the light touches every angle of the room. Can you let us know, our viewers, how this obsession came to life and what you're bringing to Arte Residences?
Sure, yeah. So for us at EMBLEM, we talk a lot about design. And when we talk about design, we're very clear, we're very intentional. We articulate what we mean by that. And design for us is really focusing on the details, looking at different finishes, the materials, the relationship between them, and all of this consideration is put in place for one reason, which is to evoke that it feeling. And we talk a lot about the it feeling, and for us the it feeling, with your experience in real estate, you know exactly what I mean. When you walk into a space and it just feels really, really good, and often we don't know why it feels great, but it doesn't matter because that feeling in itself is so powerful. For us as a developer, we believe the most important accomplishment or the greatest thing we can achieve is to deliver that it feeling. And that's what really makes a building feel special and feel different than everything else that's being built around it. So everything we do, from designing the exterior, the interior, the suites, the amenity space, is all focused around how do we evoke that it feeling. So there's two parts that have to come together. It's the design, and you do have to obsess about the details and how different materials are going to relate or not relate to each other. But then you also have to be committed to investing into quality materials, right? Design only gets you so far. You then need the quality of materials to be there. And sometimes the difference between two materials is so subtle, but if there's enough of that subtleness added up over the span of a project, that's the difference between just a building and something that feels special. And that's everything we've done in creating Arte Residences, which we're very excited to be bringing to market.
And staying in the topic about bringing the it feeling, designing exceptional spaces, something that stands out from Arte Residences is that the finishes, the features, the quality, top quality, something that you normally see in Yorkville.
Yes.
What made EMBLEM Developments invest in top-notch, top quality for Arte Residences?
It starts with who we are. You know, when we design a building, we're looking at the profitability, of course, and we're looking at it as a project, but really that's not on the forefront. We have a 20, 30-year time horizon, and for us, we don't look at one building on its own. We look at the collection of buildings that we're doing. So for us to invest in quality materials, for us to invest in working with the best trades and consultants in the industry is a multi-building investment, and we don't look at it if we extract a return on that investment just for this one building. So as you said, Bridget, you see that across the entire project, from the design all the way to the finishes. You know, the brick that we're using on the outside of this building is the exact same brick that's used in the most expensive neighborhoods in Toronto. It's not common to see, for example, that type of finish brought forth in a suburb market or an up-and-coming neighborhood. But that's how we approach every aspect of design, every aspect of our finishes, and that's just one example of hundreds of different things we've done here to create distinction. And that's why I think when you look at an EMBLEM product or an EMBLEM building, project, renderings, anything that has to do with our brand, when you look at it, it always feels a little bit different than the norm. It always feels a little bit sort of more special or unique. And it's not because we've used some sort of extreme color or finish. It's just the aggregation of quality materials combined with a real focus on design.
So last week you provided us with the floor plate, and I spent time looking at the floor plans, and I've been in the industry for about 17 years. I've looked at so many floor plans, so many different layouts from various different projects throughout the GTA.
Yes.
But something that stands out that I cannot figure it out how you did it is how were you able to use every inch of space in each floor plan, including the corner units.
Yeah.
Corner units are hard to design. You usually have a hallway, a bowling alley, like how we like to call it in the industry.
Yes.
How were you able to achieve this?
The short answer is 78, and 78 is the number of renditions we went back and forth with our architect on the suite designs. We had a great key plate to start with, but we went back 78 times to tweak and tweak and tweak. We were able to really achieve what we believe we did with One Jarvis and Artform as well, efficient designs across the board. Buy our smallest unit or our largest unit or anything in between, you will be able to use every square inch of what you've paid for.
Now, I know Arte Residences has been designed with the globally renowned Daniel Mazzoni.
Yes.
What does that do for the architectural design, features, amenities, just the whole project itself? How does that add value, and how does that translate over to people who are thinking of buying here, to buyers?
Sure. You know, working with Daniel was very natural for us. I've known Daniel for 4 or 5 years. I had him do a piece of art for our family. We love his work. But what's interesting is Daniel Mazzoni as an artist is very synonymous with EMBLEM as a brand, as a developer. And what I mean by that is if you look at Daniel's work, he often takes an icon, a classic figure, whether it's a past president, a sports athlete, an actress, or an actor, a classic icon, and he produces art around that icon that's classic, but then makes it feel very modern. To combine something that's classic and timeless and make it feel modern, and most importantly, have it feel natural and not awkward, is exactly what we set out to do with every EMBLEM project. Our buildings have a timeless feel. However, they have a modern overlay to them. And again, it's this achievement of taking timeless and making it feel modern, but most importantly, when you're done, for it to feel natural. You know, 5 years from now, when there's 5 other projects besides Arte, Arte will always be known as the Daniel Mazzoni building.
What can you tell us about the amenities?
Yeah, you know, amenities have always been important. With what we've been through over the last year and a half, amenity space within condominiums are more important than ever. Over 22,000 square feet of amenity space that future homeowners will be able to enjoy. But what's most important is we've been very intentional about how we've designed this amenity space. So the commitment to outdoor amenity space here is unlike any other project that's available right now in Mississauga. Outdoor fitness studio, outdoor private dining. What do I mean by private? We have living green walls that will give you privacy in that outdoor private dining space. We have a few of those in the building. Outdoor co-working space, indoor co-working, outdoor co-working, built-in presentation screens into the walls so you can really work outside as well as inside. And then of course the rooftop bar. We have the indoor party room space, but again, the ability to be able to host friends and family in an outdoor setting that's luxurious and state-of-the-art design and modern.
You know, location. That's what real estate's about, location, location. Why did you choose this location in particular?
For us being in the investment management industry for the last 22 years, we have a lot of experience identifying great investment opportunities. We know what it looks like, what it smells like to identify an opportunity with appreciation potential, whether it's in the stock market or it's in the real estate market. For us, this area is so opportune because of the fact that it checks all of the boxes, where you have the best entertainment, dining, shopping within Mississauga. You're close enough where you can get there in 5 minutes, but you're far enough where it doesn't feel like you're in the center of that 24/7. And then transit, of course, is a big part of the investment thesis for any condominium project. And with this building here, not only do you have access to one major transit line, you have access to 2. So you have the Harrier Ontario LRT and you have the BRT, both within a 2-minute walk from the buildings.
So it sounds like all the boxes are check-marked. We have transit, we have the location, we have design, we have the it feeling. This building has it all. For our viewers who want access, who can they reach for access and more information?
You know, it's been really rewarding for us to see the demand we already have in the project, and we think over the next 2 weeks that's only going to build. And so for viewers, if they are interested in learning more, and most importantly having access to the unit that they want, they have to work with one of EMBLEM's trusted partners. Bridget, for yourself, and David and your team, we've really appreciated working with you in the past. Your team is so professional and organized. You guys ask a lot of questions and really look for the best projects for your buyers. If viewers are interested, they should contact you directly. because certainly you and the team will have direct access to the floor plans, to the units, and most importantly, pre-construction pricing.
Thank you, Kash, for having me, and we're looking forward to Arte Residences coming soon.